Sorry, I'm doing this outside in the dark, so the light and the sound is probably a little bit off. I don't have my microphone, it's a battery, but just kind of do like a pre-cap of the video you're gonna see today. Basically, I just woke up late and did a walking tour in the evening, and I just kind of like, and I went to this bunker museum, and it kind of talked about like Albanian's history with like the being under like a communist dictatorship during the Cold War, and the people there. They like tortured and disappeared people, did a lot of horrible stuff. And then the walking tour kind of elaborated on that. The the state apparatus is called the Sirgimi. I can't pronounce it, but yeah, um, it's pretty interesting seeing like the bunk art museum and all that. But my walking guide did a really good job. He kind of explained like how the dictatorship basically tried to like wipe away history and wipe away like religion. They destroyed all like the churches and mosques and everything. Banned like Bibles, banned Korans. Just yeah, it's kind of crazy. Just the destruction of history essentially. But well, I hope you enjoy it. Um, yeah, it was pretty informative. All right, every day starts at your front door. My front door today is Trippin Hostel here in Tirana, Albania. It's a really cool place, actually. I highly recommend staying here. It's a great value. Here, I was gonna give you like a little tour of the place. Here's the bar. So I had fun last night. Check it out. It's a cool spot. I like all of his old stuff, his TVs, books, typewriters, all of it. Just generally good vibes. If I had a hostel, this is what it would look like, I think. This is what I imagine it would be. Sorry. I don't want to like put anybody. Oh, look at this cat. Meow. All right, so I'm headed to bunk art now. So, oops. Sorry, I can't figure out Doro. There you go. So you could see some street scenes of Tirana here. It's kind of sunny today. But yeah, this here is the Poli. They were telling me this is kind of like where older gentlemen have their harder, stiffer drinks down there. It's like a underground bar. I love these little Piaggio tricycle or three-wheeled vehicles. I saw them like all over in Italy, but pretty cool. Kind of scary though, I think, to ride them. Yeah, this is like kind of like a typical street scene here. This is all rubbish, but no, it's cool. Some more small vehicles. All right, so I made it on the pedestrianized area here. It's kind of like the shopping area. Kind of feels like someplace back in Albuquerque in the States, actually. There's like nice eateries. Yesterday they were having like a crazy party at like the brewery up the road there. It's pretty nice area. I am back on the main street. I think I'm like 5 minutes away from like the art museum. But yeah, I mean, this area is pretty cool. You could like smell like them cooking some like chickens or something like that, like grilled chicken. Albanian flag. It's definitely the coolest one. One of the coolest ones. Of the black and red. It's like I'm in getting closer to like the main square where all the government stuff is. So, yeah, this is traffic. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at now. Yeah, I love the lights here because they have like the little Albanian eagle on them. It's kind of cool. Look at you. the Friendship Monument, it looks like. This is a cool little spot. Yeah, they have like a decent bus network. It's connected to Google, so use Google Maps, you can find everything pretty easy. They seem to be electrifying their fleet here, so I think they're like bringing in more like electric cars and stuff from China. So U.S. is giving up on the car market of the future. A nice park here in Tirana. Oh wow, there's an Institute of Italian Culture here. Kind of curious about like, it seems like Albanian people don't seem to hold a whole lot of grudges with Italy, despite the fact they occupied them and stuff. So I don't know. Kind of curious about that relationship, and maybe we'll ask some people or the guide, if the guide is a local person, how modern Albanian people feel about Italy and the occupation in the past, I guess. All right, here's like a mosque, I think. You can see the minaret up there. All right, I'm headed to the Bunk Art Museum. So it's an old bunker that they filled with artwork, I guess. So check it out. I feel like some of the stuff isn't super well marked here, so it's kind of hard to figure what you're looking at a lot of times. All right, so I'm here at the Bunk Art Museum. I'm trying to cross the road. Hopefully, I don't get killed. So, all right, let's check it out. So I'm entering the Bunk Art Museum. Let's check it out. Follow me, Daddy. So this looks like this is the establishment of the Albanian military. They declared independence like 1912, 1913. There's some of the rifles they used back then. So gendarmerie sounds like it's like a military police kind of what they have in Italy, like Carabinieri, Guardia Nacional in Spain. So in the 20s and 30s, Albania was ruled by a king. His name was Zog. So interesting name. So the police ended up serving the Italian gendarmerie whenever it was occupied by the Italians in 1939. So Albania is one of the early places to be conquered and during World War II by the fascists. So after the war, Albania was liberated by communist partisan forces, and they established a authoritarian regime similar to modern day North Korea. What's this say? Kopu Khan immersion piece. Oh, so this was used to train the dogs. So this is the police under the communist period. National police. I guess Policia Populare, it's like the popular police. People's police. Sorry. So this is like video of 1991 whenever the regime collapsed. Some of like the weapons and tools, radios. Despite the fact that you couldn't own a private car in Albania, there were still a ton of accidents because poor training. Yeah, this place, crazy. I think these are like cells and stuff too. Yeah, I definitely would not want to get thrown in this place. So all these people were killed or disappeared by the regime. So the regime used to bug all these different items so they could record people, see whether they're talking bad about the regime. You can see how it looks here. So these are some of the work camps, internment camps that would send people who were dissidents or just who they thought were dissidents. That's so funny. Yeah, so if you made calls from foreigner making calls from the hotel, your call was probably bugged and recorded. So the secret police was called Sigurimi, and yeah, so they're the ones that were monitoring everybody. They're basically like the KGB or the Stasi of Albania. Here's a picture of young Enver Hoxha, just waiting to be the dictator. So these are some of the leaders of the government. So that's a show from 1983 showing the greatness of Albanian socialism. Yeah, I guess I went in his office, and this is like the creepy, weird bedroom area. I don't know, weird. Yeah, so I don't know if this has to do with the history part, but it's more like artistic thing. So a lot of Jews are hidden here in Albania during the war. All right, so I'm entering the decontamination room, which is kind of weird, scary. No, I think it just goes in like a circle. Oh yeah, you can see the showers and stuff. All right, so this is it. I'm leaving the museum. It's pretty good, pretty interesting. See like some of that disturbing history, I guess. So the museum ended right there, and if I walk over here, you can see where it started. So I like walked underground, like this whole area. This is like the top of the bunker. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, it started over there. So I made all. It's probably like a crazy. There's probably more stuff under here, I'm sure. All right, so I'm starting my walking tour of Tirana, and my tour guide here says that the capital is roughly 400 years old. So, and he said it has the same square meters or same size as London physically. Definitely not population wise though. So the mismatched marble here is signed from different 47 different sites and cities in Albania. So we're here in the main Skenderbeg Square, and our guide just was telling us about the story of Skenderbeg, the liberator of Albania, founder of the Albania, modern Albanian nation, really, in the 1400s. So this was like the main building for the Italian occupation here. These yellow buildings that I talked about, and the shelter down there, the small windows, they're all neo-fascist architecture built by Italian fascists in World War II. And look, Roman soldier in every window, and the classic style of Italian fascist. Here was the secret service of. So this is like the newly built Orthodox church. So we zoom out a bit. And on the other side is this was the former headquarters of Sigurimi. So all the stuff I showed you in the bunker museum is from them. Like they're the ones that like would disappear people, torture people, do all that horrible stuff. Basically, like run a paranoid government. All right, so we're going inside the Greek Orthodox Church. So I guess we'll take a look in there. This church was built like 10 years ago, according to the guide. Wow, that's really cool. So this is like the Albanian Starbucks, they say. So let's try some of the coffee from here. Looks nice. So there's a casino here too. But our tour guide is saying Albania is a big coffee culture. He says most Albanians have like 4 or 5 cups a day. So we're here on Mushroom Bridge. People seem to be selling different things. It's got some jewelry, toys, some books. Oh, I think it's like the main river here in town. That's what I was looking at the other day. See, I'd love to like have something. So Tirana has like a rotating restaurant up there on top of this building. Kind of looks like a UFO or something. That's kind of weird. Oh, look, there's some art. It's cool. Some sandwiches, paninis.
It means that he not do corruption. He not steal the people. They said the elders say that he not steal. He built the country. The people love it. The elders. Some hate it, some love it. Now the house of dictator was built in 1945, 1950 when he had a wife called Lichmi and made 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. Now
So this is the house of the dictator. This is where he ruled the country from. Here, it's relatively modest, I guess. It goes on back there.
and it's true. A big gift from Sony Entertainment. From Sony Berlin. They have an exhibition you can go and see from the back.
So it looked like this is a piece of the Berlin Wall. It's like, I think they painted over it.
Then he painted a little bit, so the whole style. They make a short.
But yeah, Berlin Wall. Go figure.
And it's not for sale.
It's like one of the bunkers.
Meaning, they want to go inside. Just close your nose.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, ready.
Let's see. I can't barely fit. I'm too big for this thing. Oh wow. So you could put like guns and stuff in there.
Here was created because they two soldiers inside with a machine gun. Have opening view over here. Number one, just be careful here because the glass is broken. There's over here. There it is. Now, at these small bunkers, we have more than 200,000 of them. Only on the borders and the coastline for protection of the borders. But here they stay because
So the tour guide said this is the office of the prime minister.
this is the prime minister office, the most powerful man here in Albania, and constitutional court, the most powerful court of Albania. They are both built by Italian fascist war. Only dictator all that painted with a beautiful sculpture in Albania. Our prime minister like Maduro kids.
Oh wow.
So this is our government today, and that is our prime minister in the middle.
Take some notes, Albuquerque. Look at Tirana's building these beautiful bike lanes with these nice trees lining them.
Best part and the worst part. This is the pyramid of Tirana, built in 1985 after dictator died by his daughter. Like the pharaohs, dictator had to have his own pyramid to be his mausoleum. So pyramid was the mausoleum of dictator. Inside before there is statue, photo of him everywhere. It was flat, not have stairs before, was flat with white marble stood from Florence, Carraro, and in up have a big communist star. And here have yellow flowers, the Chinese flowers, if you know it. And
So we're here entering like the Catholic Church. It's like
it's only 15 years old. Called Saint Paul. Before was a football field. I score goals with it here.
oh,
And there is the olive tree.
this is outdoor. This is the outside of the old fortress here in Tirana.
Here we are with the old broken white stone. Destroy it. You put a circle over there. The castle was tried for years, but this destroyed. Now, here, I hope you enjoyed. That is the end of my tour. And I give you some advice what we not see.
So I think I'm gonna wrap up the tour here. This is like a mosque built by the Turks recently, so this is like a new one. It's kind of in the style of the one they have in Istanbul.